Hey guys, it's Deanna. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using another kit from my shop. This is the Dreamer kit. Again, it's one of the older releases, so it doesn't have the new reformats in it, but I will quickly go through and show you what does come in it. You have your full boxes, your half boxes, some quarter boxes, your check flags, icons, and some more quarter boxes down at the bottom there. This one comes with a full double box, which I will not be using, but it is there. You get your weekend banner, a little bit of deco and some deco functionals, your canceled and rescheduled. Again, this is washi. Your quote box is over here, and then you have two different sized washies down at the bottom. Headers, little things, your heart checklists, and then some appointment labels. And then your glitter headers, sidebars, hydrates, date covers with the numbers at the bottom, then some habit trackers, bill dues, today's, or to-dos, to-buys, your flags. These go in the corner or wherever you want. Some mini appointment labels, some more quarter boxes with flags, and then some 3 heart checklists. So, like I mentioned, I will be using this kit today, obviously. This is the rewind for April 24th through the 30th, and I think I'm going to do this again kind of like a plan as I go style. This was last week's, so it'll be formatted pretty similarly like this one. So I'm going to just flip it over, and let's zoom in a little bit here if we can. Okay, so I will start with the bottom washi, and I did print this on glossy just because I thought this kit needed to be on glossy. I also printed the kit I did on Monday in glossy, but this is actually a different paper than the paper I used for Monday's Plan With Me. This one I think is going to be a little bit easier to work with. That one was really sticky and it didn't like the paper, and being able to use the Erin Condren paper is going to make it a lot easier. So I'm going to go in with the quote box. It just says keep life colorful. I'll probably, let's see, line it up. I could line it up there. Yeah, let's line it up there actually. No, I'm going to line it up with the bottom here because I do like to leave a little bit of white space in between on the sidebar, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take the little flag and pop that on there. And I am going to use date covers this week. Just because I really like the colors. I really like everything about this kit. The colors, the design. And I just want to be able to use as much as I can. So I'm just going to stick this on this side too. Like so. Oops, hit the camera. Stop shaking. Okay, and then I guess I'll go in and finish the sidebar. So I usually like to do, actually I'll do habit trackers, and I'll do 2 of those, and let's see, I want to use this one, I think. I don't know if I want to use this one for dinner, so I think I'll go with this habit tracker. One is for exercise, and one is for Instagram. And then I will grab my, oh shoot, that's okay, same color. Grab our dinner's header. Like that. It's a little bit crooked, I think. And then we'll stick this in. I think we're going crooked here, but that's okay. And then I don't normally use these in my rewind spreads. Once in a while I might use it on like just one day, but I don't use them completely. So I love how the pattern is like across all of them, and then it just is kind of continuous, but they are cut out, and it is easy to cut them out with the blackout files. So I do want to make sure I use one of these, so I'll probably just grab that one, and then we'll use a This Week header on top of that. And then we'll just stick this down here. And you can kind of, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but you can, the line is kind of still peeking out there, but that's okay. That shouldn't bother me too much. Okay, you can see the line on the bottom there too. I don't know if that'll bother me, but we might try to fix that at the end. So I'm just going to go in on Monday, and I'm going to use glitter headers. And so let's see, what do I want to mark first? Let's do, okay. So we'll start with the pink one here. And then I'm going to use, we'll use a today. Why did I write that? We'll use a today. And I'm just going to grab my scissors quick. And I'm going to take one of the flags and cut it down to 2. Like so. And that will be for, I did a pre-upload. And then, or I did an edit. And then an upload, and then I will mark, what do I want to use to mark videos going live? Maybe I'll use this. So I'll use that to mark that the Plan With Me went live on Monday. And then I'm going to go in with a full box. Let's see. We'll go in with this one, like that. Actually, yeah, well, yeah, that's okay. And then I'm going to stick a glitter header underneath that. And then I'm going to go in with a pink little thing, or me a little thing to mark my workout for that day. And then so we'll do that, and then I want to, at the bottom, let's see, we'll use, I just want to see how much room I'm going to have. I want to use this. To mark that we watched the Prison Break movie, or I guess it was a movie, it was a Lifetime movie about the 2 inmates that escaped from the max security Dannemora prison. Okay, so I don't know, I think the camera stopped, but I'm actually going to take this out because I totally forgot that I had a movie marquee, duh. But yeah, so it was about the 2 inmates that escaped from the Dannemora prison in upstate New York. and I am from New York, so I was completely invested in that whole story. It wasn't a story, like it was real life. It was actually happening. It happened in 2015, and I was glued to the TV and to the news, and I needed to know what was happening at every minute of the day. And so they actually came out with a movie about it, and it was more, I was disappointed in the movie, I'm not gonna lie, because it was more focused on, it was called, I think it was called Prison Break, The Seduction of Joyce Mitchell. And I don't know if any of you were like, had heard about it or had kept up with it, but Joyce Mitchell was she worked in the prison with her husband Lyle, and she like taught like a sewing class, and they like made prison uniforms for their prison and for other prisons in the state or out of state, I'm not sure what. But so these two guys, you know, manipulated her and conned her into giving them all the tools and everything that they would need in order to escape the prison, which was crazy. I think the movie was actually pretty accurate, just they actually ended up, so the two guys, they escaped. She was supposed to pick them up, and then she was supposed to pick them up once they escaped, and then they were going to drive to Mexico and live happily ever after. Well, the plan was that once they escaped, they were going to go and kill her husband and then go to Mexico. So the night that she was supposed to go and pick them up, she had a panic attack and ended up in the hospital because she couldn't go through with it. So they ended up escaping from the prison. They climbed out of a manhole. No one was there to pick them up, so they obviously ran. And for 2 weeks, they were hiding out in the woods in upstate New York. And it was terrifying for these people that lived in the area that they had been, you know, they were getting tips from, and, you know, people want to say that they saw them and whatnot, but so that it turns out they were actually hiding out in like hunting cabins, so they were able to get their hands on weapons and alcohol and all that sort of thing. So they were on the run for 2 weeks. And so they were on the run for 2 weeks, and they ended up separating because the older guy, the more like heavier set older guy, was slowing the younger guy down, and he got mad. So authorities ended up finding the first guy. His name was Richard Matt, and they told him, you know, hands up, you know, don't, and everything like that. He didn't comply. He had a weapon, and they ended up shooting and killing him, which I was really kind of upset about because I wanted to hear his story. And then a few days later, the other guy was about 2 miles from Canada, which is where he was headed. If he made it to Canada, he would be gone, but another officer was driving down the road, spotted him. That inmate his name was David Sweat. The officer ended up spotting him, and he started to run. He told him, you know, hands up, stop running. He didn't comply, so that officer ended up shooting him. He only got him in the leg, and he didn't actually end up dying, but he is now in solitude. Is that the right word? 23 hours out of the day in a different prison. And so they ended up making a whole movie about it, more about Joyce, which I was really disappointed about. I really wanted it to be more about like their escape and then them hiding out in the woods for 2 weeks, but it wasn't. But anyways, that was such an exciting and terrifying, don't get me wrong, it was super scary, but it was just so real because it was happening in New York, where I am from. But yeah, so that was on. We spent the night watching that. They also had another special on Tuesday, which we also watched, but I'm not going to mark that. So that was a really long story. You can probably find it on Lifetime somewhere or on demand if it's interesting to you. Again, the movie wasn't that interesting, but the whole story of everything was pretty interesting. So there's that. This was just to mark that I did some Etsy work that night. I put the date covers in, another glitter header. This is for my workout Tuesday morning. And then I'm just going to mark, you know what icon I don't have on here, which I should probably switch up. Oop, I hit the camera again. Is like a phone. Because I want to mark, this is funny, I want to mark that I had to charge my iPod. Not that that's a phone or anything, but I use my iPod when I go to the gym because it fits in the tiny pocket that are on my workout pants. My phone would never fit in that pocket, so that's super handy to have, but it's super old. I get like one session out of it, and then it just dies. And the screen is like all messed up, and it's probably not going to last much longer, but I like it because it is so small and it can fit in my pocket. So I'm going to use it until it dies. And then maybe I'll be able to find another one somewhere. I don't know, maybe on eBay. But I needed to charge that. And then, let's see, where did I put? I probably want to put the full box. So let's put in another glitter header since we didn't get too many on the other side. We'll put in a green one. So I'll put a glitter header in there. And then I want to mark, I'm going to take a quarter box, where are they? Right here. And I made a purchase, which was really fun, from Barnes & Noble. Because for some reason, I have absolutely, I wish that wasn't so far apart, actually. I have no idea why, but last year I ended up getting a $25 credit from Barnes & Noble. I don't know, it was some settlement thing, and I don't know why I got it, because I don't normally shop at Barnes & Noble, but I got it, and I have used a little bit of it. I used some at Christmas time, and then I had about $10 left, so I bought a cute little book that is about, it's called 101 Things to Do with a Cake Mix. So I don't normally like to use cake mixes, honestly. I like to make things from scratch, but sometimes it comes in handy if you just either need to use one up or you just need a quick dessert or something. So that's exciting, and I'm excited to start reading that. Okay, I'm not loving how this day is turning out, but so I have 2 workouts, charge my iPod, Barnes & Noble. I guess I'll put a full box in here. Let's see. We'll use this one. So we'll just stick that in there like that. And then I want to do another to-do with 2, where is it? Right here. We'll use a pink one. Let's see, because I want to see if I can fit in a glitter header. Oh yeah, I should be able to. We'll have to, actually. So we'll just do this. And then I'll stick I guess we'll stick a pink one. And so there's Tuesday. I don't love how that turned out, but I think I also got distracted because I was talking about that movie. So I wasn't really thinking, but that's okay. It still looks okay. so there's Wednesday. We'll start with the full box, so we'll do probably this one. So we'll do that. Oops. Okay. And then, let's see. I had a little bit to do on this day. So first, I had to get gas, which if you saw my last video, you know is my least favorite thing to do. Okay, so I just put down the car icon for gas, and then I did switch this out because the package actually did end up coming, so I want to use that later, so I just put the little shopping cart there. So there's that. I'm going to stick down a glitter header, and then let's see, I'm actually going to use one of these to-dos. I'm sorry if at any point you hear like hammering in the background. It's actually probably kind of loud. We're putting in a new floor in our kitchen, and apparently right now, this moment, is the perfect time to be doing that. So I'll try to cut around it and turn the volume down and speed things up to try to cut any of that out. If it does happen to slip in, I do apologize. So I did put this down for a few more Etsy things, and then, let's see, I'm gonna put in, I guess, a half box. Not that this was like a big thing, but just want to take up a little bit of space. I'm gonna try to use the pattern. And now there is a cat at my door. Hold on. So this is actually because, where's the laptop? I needed to send something to another school. And then I'm going to stick in the green glitter header. And then I will put down the TV little thing for the Goldbergs. And then the last thing I want to put in here is that I needed to charge my Clarisonic. So we'll stick this in here. Okay, that's a different color. And then I'm just going to use this kind of face. I want to use a different color actually. Maybe the pink. Yeah, pink will work. And that is to charge my Clarisonic. So there is Monday. Oh, could you see that? Monday through Wednesday. I think I'm gonna wait to fill it out actually. So let's flip over. So here we are on Thursday. I just wanted to see, and I'm going to start with a meal little thing to mark my workout. And I had to grab a new sheet of these because I ran out. And this one has a little smile. The other one was kind of like angry, but this one has a little bit of smile. She's gonna jump over here. That's my cat. Okay, so that was that. Now, Thursday was kind of interesting. So I wanted to pull those out. Hold on one second. Okay, so I wanted to pull these out. These are from Pumpkin Paper Co. And they're kind of like the bad day ones. They say a couple different sayings on them. But the reason I wanted to pull them out is because I carpool to work with another girl. We live fairly close to each other. And then we work in the same building. And it was her week to drive this week. And so we get to work, and she comes upstairs, and she's like, I'm sick, I'm leaving work. And I knew she was going to do it because she was complaining the entire ride there. Like, she's like, oh, she left me at work. And it is an hour drives away. That's why we carpool. I'm going to use the no girl. Yeah, so she left me at work. We got there at 8. She probably left around 8:30. And I was just kind of like, okay. She's like, you'll find a ride home, right? And the thing is, this isn't the first time she's done this. This is the second time she has driven me to work and then left me there. So it's a little bit frustrating, but luckily I have the best dad in the world. And he was like, oh, sure, no problem, I'll come pick you up. But it's just kind of frustrating because he shouldn't have had to do that. He shouldn't have to drive an hour out of his way to come and pick me up when we had plans for her to drive me home. So that's what that's for. Kind of mad about that still. Just because it wasn't the first time. I wanted to put a today on top of that, but that's okay. So we'll do that. So that was my Thursday. I was quite upset for most of the day. But what are you going to do? I mean, I don't know. That happened. So let's do that. And then I'm just going to see, let's see. Yeah, we'll probably put the full box around here. So there was that, and then I did want to mark that the Planner Girl exclusive, no, yeah, that's the right name of it. The Planner Girl exclusive sale started, and I did mention this in my last video, that I did buy some stuff. So I didn't buy stuff this day, but I did want to mark that it started on this day, so I did not forget. And do I have anything? I don't really have anything to mark. Maybe we'll just use a money sign. We'll stick that down there. And then I'll put the full box in. I'm going to use this. Oh, I was like, why do I have so many left over? I will have one left over. I'm going to use this blue one, though. Like that. And then I'm going to grab another meal. I'll grab the purple one to mark my workout. And then I just want to, so my dad did come to pick me up, so we actually went, or we didn't go, we ordered from Jimmy John's, which I believe is like, oh, that's not gonna fit. I believe they're kind of everywhere. I'm not, oh, I'll use this. I'm not super sure, but I think they are kind of around. And so we just got dinner from there, and we got it home, because there's not one where, like, close to where we live. Like, the closest one is near my work. And they're really good. I really like their pickles. They're gigantic, but delicious. So I'm just gonna fix this. Okay. So moving on to Friday, we'll put another full box up here. Let me that my other plan with me went live. So I'll use the green asterisk. So we'll just mark that, and then we'll throw in a glitter header. We'll throw in a pink one. Like so. And then, so we'll do that. Actually, a lot of things happened on Friday, so okay, so we'll do that, and then I'll mark that my Barnes & Noble arrived. What color was that package? This color. So we'll use this one. Like this. And we'll stick this over here. Hopefully that sticks down. And then I'm going to use this purple meal to mark my workout. No, I did not work out on Friday. Take that back. And the reason being, this is a really bad excuse, but it was so hot on Friday, you guys. It definitely reached 80, and usually like that wouldn't be an issue, but I work, every day I work out at my job, which is a college, so I can use their facilities for free, and I walk over there, and the walk back, I work probably about 10 minutes, I'd say 7 to 10 minutes walking distance, and when it's really hot like that, I have to walk up a hill to get to my office area, which is an old house. It was an old house which was kind of converted into office spaces. It's still set up like a house, like there's still a kitchen, there's still like a dining area, there's just like desks in there now. And I get to work on the 3rd floor, which of course used to be the attic, which of course there's also no like ventilation up there, and there's like a window, but there was no breeze, and it was just way too hot, and it was unbearable just sitting there. So I knew if I had come back from just like working out and then had to sit there for the rest of the day, it just wouldn't have been good. So that was my explanation of why I did not work out this day. But it was payday, so I'm gonna just stick this kind of in there like that, because everyone loves a good payday. And then, let's see, what do I want to do now? I had to sign up for a 5K, so I will use, maybe no, I want to use something in that color, that purple color. Oh, good. Actually, that's kind of a lot. I don't want that, actually. Oh, indecisiveness. Where is those other ones? Oh, right here. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to use this small appointment label to mark the sign up for the 5K. And I'm only doing it so that I get a free shirt. Actually, I think I get 2 free shirts, so that's fun. So I'll do that. And then I'm going to put a glitter header in. And use this dark purple. That's crooked, but I don't know. That's fine. And then I'm going to mark that my coworker. Actually, I'm going to use this too. This says coffee break. But my coworker actually, like I mentioned, it was so hot yesterday and she had to run out, and so she brought back Starbucks for some of us. She got me a Frappuccino, which was just, I don't know if there's coffee in that actually, oopsie. But, and I'll just write Starbucks underneath, and it was so good. I was like, what, I haven't had a Frappuccino in forever, so that was refreshing. So I just wanted to mark that I needed to paint my nails, and again, I'm going to grab, I should have pulled these out. These from Thumbprints Co. I think these colors work. I might grab the blue, just because I think that'll work. And I'm just going to stick it on the paper. And then I'm actually going to keep those out because I want to use those shopping bags for Saturday. And then the last thing I just wanted to mark was that I finished, oops. Actually, I'm going to use a flag. I can leave that there. I don't know what I'm doing actually, really. We'll use the purple one. Yeah, I do want to move that just a little bit closer. Like that. And then I wanted to mark that I finished another kit. There's that. Now, I do like to do Friday and Saturday, or excuse me, Saturday and Sunday simultaneously. So what did I say? Sunday and Saturday. And Sunday was like a busy day. I'll get to it. I guess we'll stick that there, and we'll stick this here. Like so. I'm going to put glitter header up there. Work out both days. So we'll do this green one here. And then I'm just going to put it next to it, because both days kind of start out the same way, but I'm going to flip this. And stick these in. Okay. And then I'm just going to mark new releases right here with this pink one. So I'll write new releases, and then I'm going to stick a glitter header to cover that. I know that's kind of a big gap, but that's okay. So we'll do that, and then I'm going to use a 3-heart checklist to mark, oh, I grabbed a number, to mark, oh my gosh, I've been forgetting to do the date covers. Alright, so we'll do this for, I'm going to grab a today header for film edit and upload, because I did Mondays. Oh wait, I'm not going to put that in. It's going to take up a little bit of room, so I'm going to stick that up there. And then I dropped these on the ground. I'm going to take these little shopping bags from, Thumbprints Co. Again, I'm not even in the frame. And we'll use the, I guess we'll use the green one. And I'm going to stick that over here to mark that I ordered from the sale. And I'm going to stick that there for Say Yes to the Dress. Okay, so then Sunday was my aunt and uncle's surprise anniversary party, and that was, oops, I have to lift this up. I'm gonna put these in so I don't forget. And that was pretty much what I did that day. Started around 1. And so that was fun. I've never done a surprise party before, so that was exciting. So we'll do that. I did want to mark, I'm going to mark that with a half box, obviously. We'll probably use this one. I'm going to put a glitter header over this. And then I'm going to stick this up here. Yeah. And then I do just want to mark what do I want to use? My sister flew home from London, so she didn't get to go to the party, but that's okay. I guess what do I want to use? I want to use not that. Do I want to use that? I don't want to use that either. Okay, we'll just use this quarter box. So we'll stick that because she came home. And then I just want to mark that I needed to edit. So I'll grab this and stick it down here because I'll stick a glitter header in there. So I just needed to edit a video. I'm going to take this light purple like that, and I have a mess, but that is that. There is the week, so I'm going to quickly fill it out and then I will be back. Okay, so here is this week in full. I did have to switch this around because I wrote this on the wrong day, but that's okay, everything worked out. Again, I apologize if you heard any hammering during this or any other noises that were related to the new floor being put in. Hopefully that won't happen anymore because hopefully it will be done within the next few days. So thank you again for watching. Please subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!